You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, This Week, featuring news and commentary on This Week in Black Hollywood. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live This Week, Dario Kristen.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You're watching Black Hollywood Live This Week. I'm your host, Dario Kristen, and here joining me in the studio today is DJ Jesse J.
What up?
Nick Perdue.
What's up?
Courtney Stewart is not here with us today, but we want to give her a shout out. But we have a very special guest with us, Angel Conwell. You know her on Young and the Restless as Leslie Michelson. She's sitting with us this week for all of our topic conversations.
Thank you. Nice. Round of applause.
We're excited.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you
Ready
for
to talk
joining
that
us.
talk.
That's right. So, that's right. All right, guys. So I'm going to read the results from last week's Buzz Meter question first. Do you think Kobe Bryant's mother is entitled to sell his stuff? 50% of you said yes.
That's terrible.
33% of you said no, and 17% of you said undecided.
That is your mother. That's terrible. No, but no, come on. Really?
It's so much back and forth with the story. I don't know who to believe. Angel, have you been following this story?
I absolutely have not. I have no idea what's going on. Kobe and his mom, they don't get along? What's happening?
We're going to get into it actually a
some
little
soap
bit
opera
today.
drama?
Oh, girl.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama. It's
There's a lot of young
They
and the
couldn't
restless.
even write that stuff on your.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
But that's all right. We're going to get into it today. But the topic, or actually our Buzz Meter topic for today is, do you think Lauryn Hill will serve jail time? You got something on that? You know,
I certainly hope not.
I hope
Yeah.
not. I
Yeah,
hope not.
yeah, no,
So
sure.
you guys go vote for that, and we will read the results on next week's show as well. We're rooting for Lauren, though. All right, so Jesse, trending topics.
All right,
What do you got?
so we actually were at the BET Award nominations this week. They announced everybody who was there. We had Charlie Wilson, Tamar Braxton, Kendrick Lamar, Chris Tucker, and Chris Brown. It was really cool. Some of the awards, the nominations are for Best Female R&B is Beyonce, Tamar Braxton, Alicia Keys, Rihanna, and Elle Varner. That's a pretty good category. Best Male is Chris Brown, Bruno Mars, Miguel, and Justin Timberlake, and Usher. That
That's
is
really good.
actually a really
That's
tough
going to be a tough one
category.
to see
Yeah.
who wins that.
Yes. And not only there, but Chris Brown also announced that it was an exclusive. He announced that he's actually going to have a duet with Aaliyah. He just filmed the music video this past weekend. It's called They Know. They Don't Know, I'm sorry, off his new album X, which is going to be released July 16th. And it's a tribute to Aaliyah, but it's also using vocals that have never been released before.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
some fans are excited, some not so much. There was I don't. Well, you tell me how you guys feel about this tweet that someone tweeted out. They tweeted, Chris Brown is adding vocals from Aaliyah to his new song. Congrats on making a plane crash the second worst thing happen to Aaliyah.
Wow, that's a bit harsh.
That's a lot on it.
That's a bit harsh.
That's a lot.
I would have just went with more. If you have beef with Drake and Drake already did it, why are you doing it?
Right.
Yeah.
But what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? But
They're
all
all
right.
paying homage to Aaliyah.
Yeah,
She's
as we
beautiful,
should. Aaliyah
so-
was amazing, and let's continue to make her music go on. But another thing Chris Brown got going on is Chris Brown, has a new app. And the app is called the Chris Brown Channel. It's only available on iTunes, Apple products. It features photos, posts, and special ways for fans to interact and get to know Chris better. Now, as if this man is not in the dang blogs every day, this is what Chris Brown tweeted. I'm so excited to get closer to my fans, to bring them into my world, hearing from me directly in my own words wherever I am, whenever they want. Through my channel app, they can be a part of my music, my art, my life every single day.
Okay.
So,
Chris, we don't need that. I think we get enough of
Isn't that Twitter though? Like, isn't that basically?
Look, he want to make money, so the kids are gonna be excited for this one.
Yeah, his fans will.
Yeah, and he's already tweeting like shirtless pictures. And
I mean,
That's all they want.
Right.
That's
That
all they
picture
need.
also kind of reminds me of the Justin Timberlake suit and tie photo a little bit, the black and white.
A little bit. I don't
And
think
because he's in a suit and a tie.
And the tie, but that
You're
was
just gonna get everybody to do it.
everybody's gonna be a suit. Yeah.
Everybody want to be a grown man now. It takes a little more than a suit and tie to be a grown man, but it's cute.
Oh,
You know.
Angel has
Yeah,
spoken.
good.
I'm just saying.
That's true. That's, how much
But I
does
like
it
the
cost?
effort.
I appreciate the effort.
There was nothing about how much anything costs. I would hope it would be free. I'm sure it's not though. But he can make money from ads and all that
I mean, I guess.
business. It's Chris Brown.
So?
So if you guys want to get closer to Chris Brown, check out the Chris Brown channel. All right, so did you guys hear about Diddy and his new little TV situation?
I did.
So Diddy tweeted this past week a sneak peek from the set of Downton Abbey. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's a famous PBS
It's really
show.
popular.
He said, stay tuned for a special preview tonight at 12 p.m. So everyone on Twitter started freaking out like, wow, Diddy's really going to be a part of the cast? Well, it was really just a spoof for the funnyordie.com. It was posted at midnight, and the spokesperson for PBS clarified. They said it is not Diddy who is going to be on the show, because I guess they are getting a new character. And so the episode, the spoof is very funny. I've never watched Downton Abbey.
I've
so
seen an episode or so.
I watched it. It didn't really move me as much personally. But go Diddy.
It's a funny move on his part because it is popular. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart
Good PR.
businessman.
Smart
Yeah.
businessman.
Apparently he had like the old woman trying to like make out with the young guy on it. It was a mess. But speaking of messes, Lauryn Hill, love her, but unfortunately, as we all know, she's supposed to be doing 3 months of jail time. And actually, TMZ stopped with Praz the other day from the Fugees and asked him if they think that she'll do the 3 months. He said, nah, come on. If Lindsay Lohan ain't gonna do time, she ain't gonna do time.
I don't know if I believe that example though. I mean, because there are a lot of people who have done time.
Right.
I mean, Wesley Snipes is one key example right there.
He's
Yeah,
still
see-
in jail, right?
No, he's out now.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
I didn't
He's
know.
out. But he was there. We had, let's see, there's a couple people. Joe Francis, Heidi Fleiss. You know, they're making examples of people. I hope she does not go because she has all those kids. Although, you know, we hear that.
Well, so
man's gonna do
her
something.
man, Rohan Marley, came out and said that he is a 5-time baby daddy, and that he plans to step up his parenting during Lauren's upcoming 3 months, and says, I will be there for my kids. So apparently the kids are going to stay with another family member. They haven't announced who that is, but he's going to make sure to spend more time with them.
Interesting.
That's beautiful family.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So y'all heard about Kermit Gosnell?
Oh, that story's crazy.
So in Philadelphia, there's a Dr. Kermit Gosnell. He's 72 years old, and he's an abortion doctor.
Okay.
So as of Monday, he was convicted of first-degree murder for killing 3 babies. Apparently that he performs illegal abortion past Pennsylvania's 24-week limit. He delivered babies that were still moving, breathing,
no.
Oh, wow.
and then as he would take them out, he would give them to the nurses and have them snip
Snip
the
them.
back
Oh
of
my
their spine.
gosh.
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Is this like really?
Yeah.
No
Nuts.
way.
So
Oh my
the
God.
prosecutors were seeking a this is him. Prosecutors were seeking a death penalty for him, but due to his age, they decided that they would just give him 3 term. Well, he was given 2 life sentences, and I think on Tuesday we're gonna find out if he gets his 3rd.
Wow.
So definitely think that this should he got what it was coming to him. But at the same time, it's also kind of Pennsylvania's fault because apparently Pennsylvania authorities failed to conduct routine inspections of all its abortion clinic for 15 years, which is how he got away doing this.
Oh my.
So
And I think they also, his wife's in trouble. His 3rd wife is in trouble as well. They said that she knew a lot of the information that he was doing because he's also being convicted of racketeering
Right.
as well. So because he was smuggling prescription drugs in and out of the office. So that's, I
He
mean,
was just wild.
Yeah.
he was wilding out.
so you are 72 years old. Calm down.
I mean,
He was about that life.
But
huh?
I can't get past the baby stuff. I mean, this
Like just
Yeah.
reading it, like
yeah, it was
the
hard for me to read.
snipping of the spines
Yeah.
and like they got really in depth as far as the
That
procedure.
does not
but-
sound like real life.
No, but unfortunately it is.
It's terrible.
So, shout out to the families and anyone going through anything with his situation. All right, so Lauryn Hill, she didn't pay her taxes, but guess who did? Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Lion.
Lion.
Snoop Lion.
You lying.
I'm sorry,
Snoop
Snoop Lion. Apparently owed $546,270 for unpaid taxes in 2009, 2011. Wow. And he was almost gonna get in trouble, but he said, "You know what? Let me just pay this." And can we just get a
Smart.
hand
That's a
clap
smart move.
for somebody finally paying their taxes?
Good job,
That's good. That's good.
Snoop.
So, congratulations, Snoop Lion.
Right.
All right, Questlove. We all know he's going to be moving with the Roots to New York City to shoot the Tonight Show. But also, this guy does everything. It's really crazy. He's releasing a book, and then also he's releasing a gourmet fast food restaurant. He's opening up in the Chelsea market with Star Restaurants, and it'll serve fast food for the eclectic palate.
Very bourgeois.
Oh, eclectic palette. That's a nice description.
Now, the opening party is expected to open up later this year, and it's going to be Questlove DJing, Anthony Bourdain, Bravo's Andy Cohen, singer Melanie Fiona, Craig Ferguson, and model Chrissy Teigen will all be attending. So
That's hot.
Hey.
go
Yeah.
Questlove.
Yeah.
That'll get
Nice.
a lot of publicity right there.
I mean, shoot.
That's a good move on him.
I want to know his situation with Andy Bravo. What's going on?
He plays the drums.
Who
That's
does?
Quest.
For Andy
So that-
Bravo?
No, I'm just saying that
He's
That-
like,
he
he's
just
like, let me
plays
get
the
on Watch
drums.
What Happens Live. Forget this show.
Right.
So the Peoples, Kerry Washington's new movie, Tyler Perry's
Yeah.
new movie, Craig Robinson, who's crying in this picture, and he should be because the movie bombed this weekend.
Really?
I don't know why.
Yeah, it didn't.
I heard it
work.
was good.
People
It's
were at
I haven't
hilarious.
seen it, but
It's
I heard it's really
hilarious.
good.
People were
At home watching Scandal.
Yeah.
That's what that
That's
was
what they were
about. I don't know. That's weird.
So the movie wasn't really expected to do well to begin with. They really didn't have any hopes for this movie, which is kind of sad. The movie only pulled in $4.8 million.
Wow.
And it actually set Tyler Perry and Lionsgate back $15 million, which isn't that bad because globally they've made over $400 million combined with the Medea movies.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're kind of wondering, is it smart for him to pull back from using the character Medea? Because the Medea movies do so well versus...
But didn't he have another movie recently?
Temptation.
Where,
That didn't do
That didn't do
well,
very well.
as well as they expected. I'll put it like that.
Alex
Right.
Cross.
One little thing happens wrong, and then they want to try to let's figure out what's wrong.
Yeah.
It just,
They're like,
maybe
this
it's
is-
bad timing.
Bad timing, and maybe
be that.
sometimes it's just the stories. You
Yeah,
know?
'cause we-
So-
Well, I mean, like, because I saw the movie. I thought it was funny.
Peoples?
Peoples.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine it not. I mean, David Allen Greer, Craig Robinson, and Kerry Washington.
It
that's-
was
Yeah.
hilarious, and because Tyler Perry, he didn't direct it. Like he was just producing it. He didn't write any of it. That's
Well,
all he did was produce it.
And I heard that they tried to keep his name kind of quiet because
Yeah.
of what happened with Temptation.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, when the movie was supposed to be coming out, that's when they kind of
Tyler Perry presents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so,
kind of like a last minute promotion.
yeah.
Well, all right, so that was one bad thing for Tyler Perry, but he's got a whole bunch of good stuff going on. I don't know if you guys know who Sweet Brown is.
Oh,
Ain't
yeah.
nobody got time for
Ain't
that.
nobody got time for that.
Well, apparently Tyler Perry and Sweet Brown are going to be hitting the big screen because Sweet Brown will be in Tyler Perry's Medea's Christmas.
Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
So
Lord Jesus.
she said it was amazing. Tyler was awesome, so sweet, made you feel like at home. She didn't give too much, but she said that she will be talking to the news in the movie. so should be.
Well, you know what? I'm
Just
glad
like
for
home.
her. She's
Me
hilarious.
too.
And you know what? If she can make a little money off of her 15 seconds
Right.
of fame, go for it.
Right.
Well, wait.
She's been making us laugh for free. She might as well.
She might as well
pay
get a check
But
for
no,
it.
but
I'm an angel.
is it like exploiting her a little bit? Because I feel like it's
No.
because the internet has been just exploiting the. I've written jokes about it. So I've exploited, but you know, like I
okay,
feel,
but she's getting the last lap. She's
Right.
getting a check.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Laughing
it's-
all the way
it's-
to the bank.
Exactly,
And-
exploiting her all the
Right.
way to the bank.
but
It's
will
not
she get
always about
another
money.
role after this, or is this like just her?
Are you ready to hear what this girl has come lined up right now? First of all, I will say this. It is a little exploitation, but whoever's working with her is really smart because in the interviews, she's like pulled up. She's speaking like
She's definitely
perfect
has some
English,
like some
she's had
speech
some
training
classes.
or something going on.
But listen to what she has going on. She has a reality TV program coming out entitled The Sweet Browns, which describes as a fish out of water, rags to riches series that's a combination of the Jeffersons and the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh my.
wow, that is a hell of a description.
So I
The
was a
Jeffersons
little
and-
upset that she has
How
this
do I
show
feel
coming
about
out
that?
because I want her and Charles Ramsley to
Oh my lord.
This is a genius
Listen,
idea.
I want them to be in a household. I want them to be the husband and wife, and then I want Antoine Dobson to be the son. I think it would be so amazing.
It would be so disturbing that it would be spectacular TV.
it'd be great.
And we gave it a name.
Trainwreck.
Give it the name you gave it. What was the name? Remember the new Good Times? It was.
Oh, yeah, it would be like the
real
new
life
Good Times. The
Real life Good
Real-
Times.
And we got time for that. But not only that, she has a cookbook coming out. She has a game application coming out. And then she has a barbecue sauce, and it's called Lord Jesus, It's a Far.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my word.
You know what? She's about to get paid.
Yeah.
And then on
Sounds like
top
it.
of that, she's going to be teaming up with Gabrielle Union in a female version of The Hangover.
Okay. Once again,
She's busy.
Yeah, she's
very
busy.
busy
You
lady.
notice this was a
You're
Tyler
talking about
Perry topic.
exploitation. She's working more than most actresses that you hear about
Honestly.
right now.
Oh
like
my
she's got
God.
projects lined up.
Who is her people?
Right. We all might need to call
Who
her,
is her people?
publicist, her manager.
Yeah. Let my
Wow.
house burn down.
Shoot.
Get a Tyler Perry movie and barbecue sauce.
Sweet Georgia Brown
Right?
ain't got no worries.
Huh.
No worries.
They picked her right
Jeez
up.
Louise.
Now she just needs
Wow.
a good money manager, so she,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
whole-
Yeah, no.
so she can stay in the
Yeah,
game
she
for a
really
little
gonna
bit.
have bronchitis after that.
Because she's done commercials. She's done,
has.
she's
Actually done commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, she would be like the best Popeye chicken. Like she was like the new Popeye chicken
I got
lady.
time for that.
Oh my
She
god.
will be a good Popeye's chicken lady.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
I can't with you.
Did we
yeah.
just completely ghetto her out?
Yeah, we really did.
We
you
did.
know.
I can see
But
her
as long as you get a
into
check.
some chicken.
Insurance
see it.
commercial. let's try that.
Exactly. Insurance
Alright.
commercial.
All right, so Tyler Perry, Peoples, Kerry Washington. Well, Kerry Washington was in the news talking about Scandal and how she's a little upset because people call her the side piece and she doesn't like being referred to as a side piece. She stated, I just mean for women, I feel like when we refer to other women as a piece, it's objectifying. But I mean, the president has said to her, I will leave my wife for you. She said no, so it's sort of a question on whether she's choosing not to be with him. She doesn't believe she deserves it because she doesn't really think he'll leave his wife. But he has said, I'll give up all of this for you. So is she a side piece or is she just someone who's afraid to be all in? She says, I don't know, only Shonda Rhimes knows.
Angel, what's your viewpoint on that? You wear Scandal, right?
Kind of sounds like a
You know,
side piece. now.
I watched
I love
Scandal
her.
the first season. I'm gonna have to pick up the DVD for the second season because everybody talks about it.
I know.
But on the surface, from a person that just looks at tweets, definitely sounds like her character's side piece.
side piece.
Kind of. And that word has been around for so long. I mean, I don't want to glorify it or anything, but I mean, it sounds like her character is not the wife. So if you're not the wife,
Well, and she kind of even
Yeah.
stated in this, she said she's not sure if she wants to say yes to him because she doesn't know if he'll leave his wife. Well,
Yeah.
that's
That's a side piece, technically.
But there's nothing wrong with being the side piece.
No,
though.
because in the end, usually
You
the
know.
side piece wins. Because then the wife's side, the
Yeah.
girl's like, "Oh hell no, I'm
You
done with
know.
this. You can go be with her."
and because the side piece has full disclosure of everything, so
Right.
you
They
know what
know
I mean?
everything.
Yeah, because like the wife doesn't really know what's going on, but then the side piece is like, okay, you go with your, the 345 roll around, you better be knocking on my door. So it's not bad.
So she gets all the benefits. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
you get all the benefits,
my
and you
Lord.
probably still get a
Right.
check.
It's
That's all
like-
I'm saying. It's not bad being a side piece. You're driving a brand new BMW, whatever. Enjoy it.
Right.
Have a good time.
Whitney sang it back. Friday night, you and your boys went out to eat.
You said,
Two
you
of you
even
had
doing
dinner.
you even doing a,
All right, so that's all I got for that. But what I got for you guys at home is, I know you guys love and support us here at Black Hollywood Live, but please help our sister site out, AfterBuzzTV.com. It's the best place to go for after your favorite TV show. You check us out at AfterBuzzTV.com, and we go ham. I mean, we cover shows like Scandal, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Deception. Unfortunately, we won't be covering that one anymore, but
oh yeah. That's whack.
but check us out, AfterBuzzTV.com.
All right, Nick, you got some big shoes to fill because Courtney's not here. So why don't you deliver some great rumors and gossip for us?
I kind of wish you
well-
had like a nice little coat and a fro this week.
First of all, Courtney's shoes aren't that. My feet are bigger than Courtney, so you're making it sound like she has real big feet. But Danity Kane, Danity Kane is trying to have a reunion without Diddy, which I don't know, like that seems a little weird because Diddy put you on, and like they aren't doing anything right now, so like they want.
So does this include Don leaving Dirty Money.
They Don.
Yeah,
banned
Don's
them.
like Diddy Dirty Money has been defunct since the album.
Okay, it's
flopped.
still okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah, but now the girls. Who is it? It's Shannon, Andrea, Aubrey, and Dawn, who are trying to get this little girl group back together.
D Wood says
D. Wood
she's
said no.
absolutely not doing it.
Yeah, I was like, somebody's missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was doing it. She was still doing her solo album.
Yeah, she had like a legitimate career after.
And we don't know if Diddy's really being involved. I mean, probably not because they probably all can't stand Diddy. But when they asked, is Diddy going to be a part of it? Aubrey, so catty, I love it. She said, "Who's that?"
Oh.
Of course she did. This is an unfortunate thing is that there are so many great artists that have come from Diddy's camp. I mean, Faith, obviously Biggie, Danity Kane is a great group, 112. But my thing is like if I was an artist, I actually wouldn't want to sign with Diddy because
absolutely.
where you hear about the rumors of them not getting money, and then it's like where do they go? It always seems like they dissolve.
They get killed.
It's like they
Can you
disappear.
name?
They
Can
get
you
killed.
name two people from Bad
say
Boy
where?
right now?
Where'd he go?
Where did G-Dub go?
Can you name two people from
G-Dub.
in the Bad Boy camp right now, other than Cassie?
Diddy.
Diddy
Diddy and Puff
Cassie.
Daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Puff Daddy ain't even there no more.
Yeah,
So,
no,
I mean-
he's in every video.
Hopefully they'll be able to get a good label that will promote
I'm
them.
worried that legally Diddy is suited up and they probably won't be able to use the name Danity Kane.
So DK.
Yeah. Or the artist formerly known as Danity Kane.
Kane,
They can
there
do
you
like
go.
a Prince thing.
They can
just
put a
be
little
symbol.
slave on their face like Prince.
Exactly. 'Cause-
All right.
But I what I did hear though was that if you like work for Diddy, like not in the limelight, that you do get paid like decently.
You
That's
mean
true.
like behind the scenes?
Yeah, like behind-
like
yeah.
Sean John.
I know.
Yeah, well,
people
no,
that
and
work
like
with
Sean,
Sean.
like
producing or-
corporate. If you work
Okay,
like
gotcha.
corporate, then you actually get like
Yeah.
a regular check and
Just
Anything other than just being an artist.
Just don't sing for me.
exactly.
Just don't sing.
Yeah,
Right.
don't so. But Beyonce, is she? Isn't she? I think she is. Second baby on the way, right? She's pregnant again.
Rumor has
Jay-Z is he's batting 1,000.
He's got some swimmers.
Yeah,
You were over there like,
But okay, here's a good thing. Like when you're his
Beyonce's
age,
just fertilized.
when you're his age, like it's nice to know that you can still, impregnate because.
Why are you
Why
acting
would
like
you-
he's
yeah,
80 years old?
Okay,
by
but
the way?
he's like 40 something.
right, but that's
That's still.
nothing.
I mean, I could name a
Dudes
couple
are
people
getting
older than that.
women pregnant at 80 when they're 80 and 70, 60. So,
That looks sound like dry milk.
but it's possible.
No, I'm just saying, like, it just, like, as a man, like, that's your, I don't know, that's just me.
As a
saying
man,
that
you knocking
can,
up Beyonce. End of story.
Yeah.
That's Beyonce.
Yeah, that's Beyonce.
But you've been knocking to Beyonce, though.
No, I mean that's.
Like, it's been like 8 years he's been knocking, so, he decided, let's shoot up the club one more time and let's
Shoot
have
up the club
another baby.
one more time.
yeah, have them one right after the other, so
Wow.
there's not
So
this
the-
long gap.
Exactly.
I don't
Makes
know.
sense.
It's kind of weird because they're really sexifying Beyonce now, so I could kind of see it happening. She has the H&M ad out. She has the tour coming out. She's about to release an album. I thought it was weird that she was going on tour before the album. I don't know. I don't want to believe it because I just feel like let's focus on music, then take another break. We just had a break from you, but they are really pushing her really hard right now, so.
So
They're very strategic. Always have
always.
been. She's always kind of been sexified, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's just her thing.
Well, I feel like they're definitely like
Pushing
pushing
it
it
out
hard
there.
because now she's gonna be a mommy and that ain't really hot.
Right.
So
They're
let's
like,
put the sex out now so she can go sit down, release her album,
have them
put the
babies.
music videos up. Right.
She could always have a surrogate, though.
Well, yeah.
That was the rumor
she
with the
could-
That
first
was the
one.
rumor.
Well, I'm just, if you're as busy, because you saw the documentary, so if you're as busy as Beyonce, what's wrong with having, Keisha have the baby?
Yeah, but I feel like maybe if that's your thing.
If
but
that's your thing, yeah.
Some some
not judging
women
it.
want to go through that experience and have it.
I guess.
I feel like Beyonce would be that person. I'm gonna learn from it, and I'm gonna write an album about it.
yeah, I think I'm with
Yeah,
you.
but
I feel like she would want to feel it, feel the
Yeah.
whole moment, the whole 9
Now
month
the second
moment.
one, I could be like, oh hell no, I had it the first time. I ain't gonna go through it the second
Right.
time.
Yeah, like,
unless,
what's-
unless Solange is secretly carrying the baby. If Solange shows up pregnant, then
There
you
you
know
go.
what's up.
See? Keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family.
It's how the rich stay rich.
It's how the
so
rich stay rich.
Beyonce's, new H&M commercial, like you said, it's very sexified. We see her half naked running around. There's water behind her, and she's real. I like it. I don't think it's too hot. I like it.
I like it.
Well, New York thinks it's too hot.
Really?
Yeah.
New York?
What's,
That all
what's,
play?
what,
Yeah,
what is
so-
too hot?
So I mean, it's basic. I mean, okay.
It's a swimsuit.
Here's
Yeah.
It's a bikini.
right. That's exactly what it is. There's another ad where she's like laying down too, but in the Lower East Side, there's a bunch of bus stops who were told to take down the pictures because of the crotch area being too.
This person who was offended by this, have they been to the city?
It wasn't a person. It was people.
Have they seen the Victoria's Secrets ads that are
Right.
on every corner in New York City?
I
I
Are you
think
just
that's
kidding
very
me?
tasteful.
Yeah, I mean, this wouldn't even.
They just
Was
fell
it-
for bus stops with kids, and they just didn't want it.
Like, was it by schools? Is that what's going on? Like that?
It was just the Lower East Side district of New York. That's as far as I know. That is the only district that did it. But
Sounds like somebody was bored.
Right.
They just needed
Somebody-
to
yeah,
stir
so-
something up.
I feel like Beyonce put that in there. Like people are like now, like, oh, Beyonce's too hot. What?
That's weird.
I think Keisha Cole had something to do with that. Right? It was probably Keisha's like, no.
I actually think they're pretty tasteful ads.
I do
mean,
too.
It's sexy, but it's not too
It is
much.
sexy. A bikini is always, it's pretty much sexy. But
And it's not like she's wearing a thong or nothing.
she's not showing her backside, her
Yeah.
derriere.
Which she should be, at least in one of those poses. I'm just throwing that out there.
You're like, I'm angry about it.
yeah,
See, it
we
was-
see the front.
We
show me
get a
something like
little hip in the first to the left one.
Yeah.
It was
Little
mother.
hip.
It was mother's like Nick's mom, who was just like, he can't be seeing this no more.
Oh, my mom would be like, turn your ass around. So I mean, all I'm saying is, show us a little, show us what God gave you. It's all, whatever.
I got you.
But no,
Look back at it.
He got very descriptive over there.
Look back at it.
Drink some water. Drink some water there,
okay, I
young stallion.
you know,
Slow down.
part of Beyonce's gift was given to her by her lovely father, and now he is in trouble with the IRS. I don't know what this trend is, with these people not paying their taxes, but I pay mine. If you got millions of dollars, pay your taxes. So because he owes them like $1.3 million,
Really?
Yeah.
which is way too much for an unemployed father.
I feel like Beyonce should just pay for it.
She should.
Because at the end of the day, he done made your career.
It seems to be a trend here, as we've been talking about it. So is it that you think that their accountants tell them, don't pay your taxes because they're going to wait for the next round of checks that they get? So by the time that the IRS catches up to them, they have so much more money that for them to pay out 1.2 million in back taxes is nothing, and you could probably settle out of court for not necessarily have to pay that full amount. I'm guessing. I don't know, but what do you think the philosophy is around it? Because it seems like everybody nowadays who are celebrities are getting in trouble about their
Seems
taxes.
like some trickery going
It
on.
is.
Like
Some
maybe
trickery.
they're not claiming something. They're being told not to claim something. It's
Filing
definitely.
exempt.
Yeah.
As an accountant and working in an office, yes, they tell you, oh, we can get loopholes and do
Right.
A, B, C, and D, and for the most part, most people are good. But when you got money like that, those are the people that you got eyes watching you and watching your bank account real close. So
You
But-
got to be more careful.
that's
I mean, just by why don't you set up like a LLC or something, and then funnel your money through there, and then you just get your tax breaks, and you get
glad you
everything
know.
through. I'm just saying, I'm not an accountant or anything, don't take any of my legal jargon or anything for, but I'm just saying that if you just funnel it through a business versus your personal thing, that you don't have to pay as much.
I just feel like these people
just me.
are. A lot of the celebrities don't want to deal with it, so they kind of throw it
Throw it
onto
off.
somebody that's probably not trustworthy.
So they're probably
or-
more hands off, is what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. And then it's kind of like, wait a minute, they walking around, I'm rich. Well,
But I did hear Oprah Winfrey is not hands. I heard she's very hands on with all of it.
Signs-
she
signs
makes
every
you
check.
bring a check to her to sign
Yeah.
every time.
you're on. She's
Wow.
one of the top on Forbes list. I sure would too.
Yeah, don't get stamps made, or people can just, because that's terrible. Mm-hmm. So, but what's not terrible? Kelly Rowland joining X Factor. Yeah, I love this. I really do. I'm excited because she's having a great career right now. She has a couple singles out. And she's just looking as sexy as ever. I think she looks a little better than Beyonce. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just.
Wait, what?
I think Kelly Rowland looks a little better than Beyonce.
Oh, that's bold.
That's a bold statement.
Is it?
Not really. I mean, I guess not.
Oh,
I think they're
both beautiful
they're
in two
different.
separate ways.
You don't need
Yes.
to compare.
Exactly. We all took the political road on that answer right there. No,
It's
all
true,
jokes aside,
though.
It's true. It's true.
Kelly
They're-
Rowland's hot.
They're both hot in their own separate ways.
In different ways. People always want to compare women.
It's not compared just to me because Kelly Rowland,
That's-
she doesn't
that's
have
your preference.
any kids yet. So like
Oh, you ain't
That's
into
just
Make her
Yeah.
those.
sexier?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm young, so because now I'm like, okay, well maybe we can have kids. So I'm just that adds
So
to
that's where you're going with the story. I
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Well, she's on X Factor, joining Paula Rubio and Paulina Rubio, and as well as Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
and,
Yeah, because they were
Simon.
saying it's a very not testosterone. With
Estrogen-filled
estrogen-filled show. And I bet you Simon really likes that.
Now the thing is Kelly has done X Factor UK.
UK, right?
Yeah.
I like her as a judge. It'll be very interesting that they picked Paulina, but that'll get the whole Latin community.
Well, I think Kelly's a good choice because she does have a lot of things to say about the music industry, and I think that she has a lot of experience where she can bring some fire, and I think she'll be honest with the contestants.
Yeah.
So all that's a good formula to make it interesting on the show.
And I like it because she's so big in Europe that we don't really even know, and I feel like she gets slacked on out here in the United States because we're like Beyonce.
Right.
So I think this is going to be a good step. Where it was a bad step for like people like Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, because they're just too big. Like I don't want to see you every week. I don't want to know that
Right.
part of your life. Like you crazy. Where Kelly Rowland is more normal, and you know what I mean, she's fun, she's very
Relatable.
interactive, and I think that this is going to help her boost her career actually because we're going to get to know her better.
Right.
Whereas when you look at American Idol, Nicki versus Mariah, to me, Nicki wins because I don't expect certain things of Nicki Minaj. So when I see her personality on American Idol, it makes me like her more. Where Mariah Carey, I'm like, oh, why would you even entertain that?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly should be really insightful, like you said.
Yeah, I think
She's
she will
had a
be.
lot of experience, so
And finally get judges
entertaining.
that talk, because Britney was like,
that was nice.
Listen, leave Britney alone.
I love
you
Britney.
know
I
Britney is
love
my-
Britney Spears,
Britney.
and I watched the show, and I think she got a bad rap for it. I think that Britney actually delivered a lot more responses than what people give her credit for.
absolutely.
She was very honest with
She
a lot of
just
those
should not have
contestants.
been on the damn show. I love her. That was every concert, Ben. But nope.
Britney as a performer, great. As a judge, not so much. But Kelly, I think she's gonna do a fabulous job.
She is.
I think
And
she
I'm
will.
gonna start watching X Factor again just because she's
Just
on the
because.
show. Yeah, there you go.
And I think her and Demi will be a good
You're going to be
combination.
watching it for totally other reason.
Well, of course,
All right.
I mean,
you got some more music stuff, right? Moving on to other music things.
well, this is a little music, but we got the Kardashians. Do they hate good old Kanye? Now, because there's been a couple of things that have been in the news, and here's the thing. First off, let me just say this. I think every picture we see Kanye with he just looks so miserable. He looks like he's trapped. Like, why didn't I pull out? I feel like that's just
With
the
his,
look
They're all
on
with
wearing-
his surrogate.
Are they always wearing black? It's like
Always.
dark black.
She
You're
is.
pregnant.
She is.
Your new life. Wouldn't you want to wear
Right.
bright spring colors? I don't
Well,
know.
you know what
I'm
happened?
reading
She
everything,
did.
Not
so-
after the Met Gala.
Yeah, last week.
happened?
You seen
Yeah.
her with the Met Gala when she had the floral dress
Oh.
on?
They compared her to
Floral?
a couch.
And
and-
she's
She looked
pregnant.
like-
She wore floral.
oh, yeah. Look,
Like
yeah,
all
it was
floral?
not a good look.
You ever seen
Oh,
Mrs.
no.
Doubtfire?
Yeah.
I have. Uh-oh.
They compared her
Doesn't
to
seem
Mrs.
like this is
Doubtfire
going
and
in
a
a good
couch.
direction.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, okay, I don't know. I think this is all a fraud. I think they're putting this into the thing. I don't think her family is mad at Kanye.
No.
Come on, this is the best thing that has happened.
I
to
think
their
they're
family.
ecstatic. First of all, they're best friends. They've been friends for a long time. They've been dealing with their relationship for a while. I think it's all publicity.
I do kind of worry about Kanye though, and what's going to happen to them after the baby comes. I am
He's
kind of worried
frustrated.
about that.
That's what it is.
Are they
He
supposed to be
He's
getting
walking
married?
into signs. He's
Well,
frustrated.
So Kanye is really good friends with Givenchy, and he announced that because everyone was giving Kim such a hard time with her dress, he said that is the Kanye's future wife.
Oh.
So he kind of hinted to it.
Oh.
So, but they keep denying it. But I don't know.
Huh.
I mean,
I think it's just. I really, honestly, this is what I really feel. I feel like they want a reality TV show on their own. I really do.
Really?
I think we're going to find out they've already been married, like Janet Jackson. They've been married for like 5 years.
Janet knows how to keep something
Janet
under
can keep a
wraps,
secret, boy.
Except for the boobies. She can keep everything under wraps except for the boobies.
Are you right about that? You're right about
That's
that.
interesting.
Ms. Jackson, if you nasty, who just celebrated her birthday this week as well.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. I love Janet Jackson.
all right, Wayne Brady and Bill Maher. The Dukes are up now. Because, you got Bill Maher, okay, saying that Barack Obama and Wayne Brady aren't black folks. That they don't,
They ain't black
They
enough.
ain't,
They're not
yeah,
black
they don't
enough.
have the Negro swagger, as I would call it.
Someone said that?
Bill Maher.
Bill
Oh, my
Maher.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And, okay, here's the thing.
I know where you're going.
I see where he's coming from. I'm gonna.
We're about to start.
Hold on. I'm gonna play.
It's gonna be us versus
I'm
you.
gonna play both sides of the fence. But first, I'm gonna say I see where he's coming from because really, like Wayne Brady, he's a great guy, but come on. What self-respecting black man do you know would have a hairline as bad as his for as long as he has?
No, you
Come
don't
on,
know.
come on.
That's
That was
your
your
basis.
rebuttal?
Hold on,
That's your-
hold on.
that's your big
Let
basis.
me stick up for him because what are you talking about? Why would you
You've
say
seen
that?
Wayne Brady's hairline.
No,
right.
beyond that, everyone picks on Wayne Brady for this. For years, he's been this. Even on Whose Line Is It Anyways, he was joked about in this manner.
He was.
I think he took it to another level because he tied in Barack Obama.
Right.
And so now I mean, even like the roast that Wayne Brady has been on. And yeah, you see him, he gets a little upset. Like the older he's getting, I think he's kind of realizing like, oh, I shouldn't have went with that shtick for so long because now it's sticking to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, sorry, buddy. I hate to say it. It's it's like what happens with a lot of characters. If you are known as this person for so long, people are going to associate you with that. You know, Kerry Washington, love her to death, but girl, you better get some other bigger things because you're gonna be Olivia Pope for the rest of your life. That's like Buffy. It happens, and so with him, he gets that stuck to him. And I'm sorry that you take it that way, but you played to it. He did play to it.
He played to it, and I will give you that. But my argument with this is that just the way certain things are perceived,
Yeah.
because of the fact that I've heard this so many different times from different people. They categorize black people in different ways, right? So because you are well spoken, that doesn't mean that you're not hood. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I know lots of people who are educated thugs. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't know it until you really found out where they were from. So this is an argument that's been going on for so long, and to me it is stupid because it separates just who we are as a people, and it divides us internally. Now, granted, this is Bill Maher who said this, and the reason I really like this story is because actually Wayne Brady stepped up his game and really showed like he is a real. I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the word G. He's not a G in the street sense, but he is. He held his.
Well, yeah,
his
no,
own,
he-
you know what I
he-
mean?
he
He
definitely
went at
did.
Bill, and he was
He
like,
definitely
"I'll
did.
punch you in your face." You know what I mean? Like, you want to see a real? You don't think I'm this type of black man?
Yeah.
Let's go out in the street right now, and I'll show you what type of real black
But why
man I am.
well, first of all, why do you even want to promote that type of situation?
Well, yeah, and that's I know, but the point
I
is
get
though,
it.
the point is too is that what he said is that Bill Maher has a platform where there are not just black people, white people, all kind of people watching this show. Your white guy who's in the middle of Ohio, where I'm from, is gonna look at this and think like, oh, maybe there is a separation of black people in the way. Maybe, oh yeah, it goes into that whole stereotype of things. And so I feel like Wayne had a really good argument. Like, yo, this is your platform. Like, don't use this as your platform to express this type of feelings about black men. And you're not a black man. And just because you're down and you date black women doesn't give you the right to feel like you are just completely can say whatever you want. Because I thought it was disrespectful what Bill said, to be honest with you.
See, I only take it disrespectful because he added in Barack Obama. With Wayne Brady, it's just like, I'm sorry, you're stuck in that category because you did that. You did it to yourself.
And I agree with you.
Obama's not going out there playing jokes to that type of topic. Like, Obama is being himself.
Yeah, but it goes back to the old silly statement of, oh, well, you are a articulate black man.
Okay, but
so
people
what
in
are
the
you
black
supposed to be?
community
Or an
people-
Oreo,
So,
right?
so why are you
People-
put in a different category? Most black people I know are articulate. I'm sure most people she works with are articulate. So why are we still even putting these separations in society's head? That's my point.
Well,
Why
it's
is
just
he not
people in
talking?
general because I mean, my best friend, she can't really relate to her own race because they consider her whitewashed, and it's like, what?
I heard it all my life. You know what I mean? Like, you grew up around black people or white people, you're whitewashed. Like, that's just
Yeah, well,
it's silly.
you're a product of your environment.
You're a product of
and
your
that's
environment.
that's really what it is. But there was one, what was it? He was on Chappelle's show and he did like this skit, and there was a monumental line where Wayne Brady got like real serious, and he said, "Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?" And after he said that, you're like, okay, like maybe he does have a little, like maybe there's a little. But I believe that every black man has that element to him, and then some.
I feel like every person has.
Every
Well, every
person,
person, yeah.
I agree with Jesse. It doesn't. It's not about a color. It's also the fact that this is his business. Like, this is how he made his money. He's not going to show you everything. Like, it's just like people who you find out maybe are lead hunks who are gay in real life. They don't have to show
But so
you
within that,
everything
instead
about their
of what
personal
he
life.
said, instead of the way he said it, I felt like he was all rah to prove that he's this G. Instead of saying that, I wish he came on the program and said, well, you know what? It's funny because yes, as a comedian, I do portray myself in one way, but like you just said, I don't exude everything that is in my real life. Like Beyonce ain't Sasha Fierce every day.
Right. Or maybe she is. Maybe that's why she's pregnant.
Sasha Fierce by night.
Right.
Every night.
Every night.
So I don't know, man. I just, hopefully this kind of gives people like, just more of a respect for Wayne.
Listen, I got married. I can't wait till he comes onto the show because we got to play this clip. I got mad respect for him after that.
Kobe and his mama. Mama drama.
Speaking of respect.
Well, here's that. So Kobe's mother was trying to sell his memorabilia from like high school and stuff like that, and
That was in her house.
and yeah, I mean, but like, I don't think she has the right to sell it because it's not her stuff. So, but she says that Kobe gave it to her and this and that, and so that now is that she can sell it, so she doesn't put it up for auction, and then Kobe was like, wait a minute, like you can't, like this is still like my stuff. Like, I don't want because it's like family heirlooms almost, because he's a great NBA player, and so this is like there's some stuff I think that has sentimental value that you can't really put a price tag on, but now like some crazy fan could potentially buy it in auction and then have a piece of his, I don't know how I feel about that.
Why is that stuff in your mama's house? Because I know I have taken anything and everything that I hold dear to myself out of my parents' house because I know my parents will put it right in a black bag and throw it right in the dumpster. Like, no.
Well, I mean, my thing is like I actually that's really funny. I just got a visual. My thing is I actually was siding with Kobe because I feel like his mom's a little cray, just a little bit. But I read on TMZ today that the grandmother is involved now, and the grandmother said that basically she sided with the parents, and she said that all this stuff is that Kobe's making up a lot of this stuff that he actually did give his mom a lot of these items and that it's her property to sell. So when the grandmother got involved, I was like, oh, if Nana's involved,
Yeah, Granny
if
coming
around
saying
saying it, I gotta believe, that the mom might be telling a little bit of the truth.
Like, my thing is what you're Kobe Bryant. Like, okay, I know obviously there are probably some things that you want in your house, but like really you can't remember back to a certain year that you won a damn trophy. Like,
no, but because like the trophy. Like there's probably still like jerseys, shoes, probably game balls or whatever. Like stuff has, different levels of significance.
I guess I personally, just as a person, I can't relate to that because I don't hold things like that.
You don't.
You know what I mean?
things
Like,
don't mean
okay,
that much.
if my mom was to sell my things I did in art class when I was younger, like, well, it'd be really nice to look at them, but
Well, but if you were a famous artist,
okay. And what?
Parents always have that mentality. I brought you in this world. I can take you
take you
out.
back
They-
out,
It's like they never get rid of that. So if they can take you out, they can definitely sell your stuff.
They can sell your stuff.
They can definitely sell your stuff. She's like, I don't want it. I don't need it.
And I think there's so much history
don't know.
between those two,
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
much we don't know.
So much we don't know. So I think that a lot of this stuff stems from that behind the scenes things that we just have no privy to,
so we'll have to wait and see what happens because the judge stopped the auction. So as of right now, Kobe's things are still in his family's possession. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But as we move on to some other hot topics this evening, I want to remind everyone to go to iTunes. You can go to Black Hollywood Live. We have 3 different shows. We have This Week, we have Next, and we also have Portraits. Go in there, give us a rating, leave us a comment, let us know how we're doing. We're trying to make this show better each week so you guys are enjoying it even more. You can see we're enjoying it is very much so. So we want to make sure you guys are enjoying the same thing that we're putting out. So make sure you go to iTunes, rate Black Hollywood Live, Black Hollywood Live Next, and also This Week. All right. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So hot topics. All right. We've had a lot of conversations about money. We've talked about the income tax, IRS, all those problems. Someone who's having some financial problems is former mogul Damian Dash. Yes, someone else. Damian Dash, we know him formerly as the president of Rockefeller with Jay-Z. They were partners until 2004. He was also very instrumental in Rocawear clothing. He's been kind of under the radar the last few years. We know that he was also engaged to Aaliyah at one point. He has 2 children with the fashion designer Rachel Ray. But the New York Times is saying now that he is actually in financial trouble. He was once estimated to be making $50 million at one point, and now they're saying that after his partnership ended with Jay-Z, he ended up getting a settlement of like, I think, $22 million, and he only took about $7 million in cash home. So now they're saying that he's pretty much broke. Some of his expenses that he has to pay out is $24,000 every 3 months to his ex-wife, fashion designer Rachel Ray, for child support for 2 kids. New York State forces Dash to send $4,341.10 per month for his son Christopher, who's out of a different relationship, or Christian, excuse me, who's out of a different relationship. $20,000 in garnished wages that he paid in 2012 for other debts. He owes $2 million in taxes to the New York State.
This hurt my head.
And now they're saying that he has $100,000 in back rent for the mansion that he's currently living in.
Whoa.
Girl, I'm just mad about my Macy's card.
I mean,
How do we know all this? How does all this information get out? That is crazy.
it's crazy. I mean, this was like so accessible too.
Does
you
he
know?
have the same accountant as Lauren Hill?
That's what I'm thinking.
what
Wesley
is
They
Snipes.
clearly all work together.
Goodness gracious.
Y'all
Maybe
need
it's
to hit
one
up my
guy.
mom.
I think it's one guy that just does everybody and just just Bernie Madoff's everybody.
Yeah, well, to his defense, though, they say that he does have some new business ventures that he's working on, like a vodka, I think a new clothing line.
I hope so.
A couple
Work
of
fast and hard.
think hard.
restaurants. I mean, he's got some things that he's trying to build some income back.
Maybe
in.
he needs to talk to Sweet Brown.
Yeah,
She might be able to help him
Brown,
out.
She might have a few ideas.
Well, it's just
Wow.
crazy to me too. You know how you can one day be a baller and then the next day. I mean, this guy was in every hip hop video that Jay-Z was in, pouring champagne
Popping
all over the
bottles.
most popular women, popping bottles. And then now it's like,
Happens to a lot of them.
But I mean, Jay-Z robbed him though. Like he really he did him dirty with that Rockefeller.
that whole Def Jam.
Dude, that was
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, I mean, for you guys who don't know, I mean, a lot of the things that they were saying is when Jay-Z and Damien split, Jay-Z went on to become the president of Def Jam, correct? And he took a lot of the artists that were at Rockefeller over with him, and
Along with the money.
and Damien was
Clearly.
left with just the buyout.
With pro kids.
In
That's
a
it.
big empty building.
in a big empty building. So.
How does that
You know,
happen?
and then now we look where Jay-Z is, and I listen. If I was Damien, I'd be knocking at that door. Hey, Jay, remember me? Remember when we were business partners?
No, he can't
He's
even
done-
get to the door.
He can't
He's
get to
done
the door
that.
now.
He's tried to do that a few times. and
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
To
too well.
no avail.
To no avail.
Yikes.
Well, I don't know. It's
well.
the struggles. But another story that's making headlines is Soledad O'Brien, the CNN reporter. She was recently this week at her alma mater, Harvard, the School of Government. She actually was speaking with a couple of the lecturers and some students there. And the conversation about her Black in America series came up. And she's done 5 series so far on CNN. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to
seen a
look at
couple.
any of those. They're excellent. They really depict a variety of Black people in different levels and kind of their viewpoints on dealing with things as a race in America. Well, Soledad said that she's been under a lot of criticism by white Americans because they feel like her documentaries actually are segregating the closeness of the races even more. She actually said that white people have expressed that her Black in America documentaries are divisive, meaning they cause disagreements or hostility among groups. She said that she was also told that Black Americans should stop differentiating themselves from white Americans, and that she should probably end doing these documentaries. She's getting a lot of slack for it. What do you guys think about that? From that silence, I think I know the answer.
Okay. I don't even know where to start with that, but
Yeah.
you can't really differentiate if you're Black. There's going to be differences.
think
I mean,
the
even
truth-
though everyone wants to be equal, but I mean, come on.
I get what parts of what everybody's saying. Like, I just think it's all being miscommunicated. Or it's just how you can't erase. I know. In your interview, you're saying I don't like to think about the past.
Right.
I like to move forward, which is a lot of people's thoughts. But
Yeah.
within doing that, I mean, there's just differences within people. Like even, I couldn't jump as high as this person. I couldn't compare. We always compare ourselves. I think we're brought into a world where we compare ourselves. So this problem is going to keep on happening. So to blame someone.
It's always going to be a little uncomfortable when certain topics are
Yeah.
laid out so plain and clear. Sometimes you don't want to see that. Some people aren't ready for that, I haven't seen all of the segments, but I know that the ones I saw were pretty powerful.
Yeah, they make you
And
think.
They make you think. And I think it's great what she's doing, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be challenging each other to think, even if we're not necessarily ready or in a comfortable position to do so. So, but whenever you're doing something that's kind of out of the box, you're going to get that type of pushback.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
it's not surprising.
And I wish people would use the anger that they have towards her to think of a positive way of counteracting and bring back discussion to her.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's kind of funny you both are saying that about discussion and conversation, because she fired back and said, okay, she said, okay, white person, this is a conversation you clearly are uncomfortable with. I have no problem seeing race, and I think we should talk about it to
Yeah.
get the conversations going.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. It has to be put out there, and it's sometimes when people are uncomfortable, that's a good thing because it forces us to
Yeah.
talk about it.
A
So,
healthy dialogue is
Exactly.
always.
It's
I
good.
think it's progressive.
It's
Yeah.
progressive.
Because I think we've been sweeping too much stuff under the rug.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
like gets it out.
Well, something that has not been swept underneath the rug is Zoe Saldana. We know her. She's gracing the cover in the June issue of Allure magazine. It's their nude issue. She's actually topless. It reminds me of Janet Jackson's the Janet album where she had the hands over the breast. It's kind of like that. Reminds me of that. She looks very good on that cover.
the
In
least.
the article for the magazine, she's asked about a variety of things. She's promoting a new Star Trek movie, Star Trek in Darkness, which is coming out soon. She talks about relationships. She also talks about her upcoming biopic of being cast as Nina Simone. Now, we know that that's been under a lot of fire because a lot of black people were in an uproar because they felt like that was miscast. They felt like she's not black, she didn't look like Nina Simone. They feel like it's Hollywood watering down what the black actresses roles and who they are supposed to be. So interestingly enough, our own Maria Menounos, who has her new show Conversations with Maria, interviewed Zoe this week on her show, and the conversation about the race and the biopic came up. And here's a little clip from it so you guys can hear or see.
And it is a delicate matter when it comes to African American race in America, because of all the issues that have happened throughout our history. But I cannot allow anybody to discriminate me. I matter. I make decisions, and I know why I'm making them. I'm pretty sure that if everybody knew the whole story, they would have a little more compassion.
What do you mean by that?
For Nina, because I didn't go after the role. I was approached, and her story at the end of the day needs to be told. I don't want to go to the movies and sit down and watch another story of a male iconic figure.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cry for it and honor it when there were so many women throughout our history, throughout the world, whose stories need to be told so that we can feel present and very, very, very relevant, whether we're black or we're Asian or or Indian. That's arbitrary, when it comes to the fact that her story needed to be told, period.
So there it was. That was Conversations with Maria Menounos, which you can also check out and see more of that interview with Zoe Saldana. But what do you guys think about her being a victim, basically, of all the criticism? Because it's as she said here, they went to her for the role. She didn't go out and audition for the role. They came to her. So do you think that she's getting all this backlash for, is it justified, or is it really we should be mad at Hollywood if we're going to be mad at someone because they're the ones who went for her,
Yeah, it's always you're going to blame the face of, because that's what we see. That's what the sheep, the people, we see the face. So, we don't think to go behind and, really find what the story is. We don't want to scratch the surface. We just want to look at it, point fingers. And like I said, we're a world of judging.
Yeah, someone's always going to be in an uproar.
Yeah.
Really, no matter which way you look at it, someone's always going to be, have a different opinion or think something should have been done another way. But Nina Simone is an icon, a black woman who's an icon. Zoe Saldana is a talented minority actress. And I'm sure she's capable. It's really hard. I could see if the movie was made and no one was pleased with the outcome, but she's talented, and I'm sure she's worked hard, and she deserves to shine. So I mean, it's really hard to please everybody. It really is.
But do you feel like there is a difference in Hollywood with the perception of a brown-skinned role or brown-skinned black person versus a light-skinned black person in the way it's perceived? Do you think that there's more roles for one than the other?
I definitely do. I definitely do. Yes. They a lot of times there are more opportunities from my point of view, and someone else will think maybe something completely different. But when you're racially ambiguous, which is what they like to call it, it can be a little bit easier to get more roles, or maybe roles that are maybe more significant because you're a little bit more universal internationally. I've noticed that, and it's something that I really don't love to talk about. It can be an uncomfortable topic where you're like, it's a slippery slope. You don't really want to talk about it, but there's definitely a difference. But I mean, there's work for everybody at some point, you know.
What do you think that, like, with roles like Scandal with Kerry Washington representing kind of a different look, more of a brown-skinned black woman, do you think that has opening up opportunities now?
I would certainly like to hope so. I hope so. I mean, I definitely see progress. That's the thing. It's like I definitely see things moving forward, and I see black women of all shades and shapes and sizes playing different types of characters, not always the same type of character. And I see it moving forward. So it's like, how much do you want to complain about it, and on how do you want to complain about it? Because there's definitely a method to the madness.
You know what's interesting is we always tend to go white and black, but there's another side to it too. There's the Asians, and you would really, if you talk to them, a lot of them are really upset with how Asians are portrayed in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I feel like everyone's always so one way, but like, let's just look at it as a whole. Let's learn about everybody, everyone's cultures, and it just is coming back into just acceptance and stop judging.
Everybody has their own hurdles within. It's like we make races within race, and it's a uphill battle. That's for sure.
Well, hopefully things will change, and things will get a little bit better. But I wish Zoe all the success. I hope the movie does great. I mean, she's a talented, beautiful woman. And
that's why she ain't really worried about, because she's like, wait till it comes out.
Right. She's gonna rock that role.
You gonna forget about Nina Simone. You gonna think she's an artist today.
Right.
Definitely excited to see that.
Yes, for sure. Well, another story, which is somewhat similar related about race and color, is our girl Tamar Braxton.
Love her.
Tamar Braxton, we saw her this week. As Jesse was mentioning, we were at the BET Upfronts this week for a couple new shows that they have, and Tamar was there representing
the BET nominations.
BET nominations, excuse me. BET nominations. And Tamar was there representing in full belly form, very pregnant. But she has been very pregnant. She is very pregnant. And she's been in the news lately because of the fact that a lot of people have said that she bleaches her skin. They said that through the years she's gotten lighter since the reality show came on with the Braxtons. And basically Tamar said she was tired and fed up of all these rumors and people tweeting her these nasty things and saying these nasty things about her. She went on Twitter to show a picture of her being a little kid, a little girl, and also her hand. She says she suffers from vitiligo. So it's and for those who don't know, it's a skin disease which causes discolorization. Michael Jackson suffers from it. Actually, there's several actors and entertainers who I didn't know suffer from it. Cisco from Drew Hill, Tempest Bledsoe from The Cosby Show, John Hamm from Mad Men, Rashad Wallace, NBA player Rashad Wallace, and Joe Rogan, who's hosting commentary. So it's not just for black people. It's a disease that anyone can get, but she suffers from it, and she said that she wanted to set the record straight, basically, because she was tired of people giving her so much criticism about bleaching her skin. She said that's not the case. She's happy with who she is and happy in her own skin, and she just wanted to set all the rumors aside.
I love that she talked about it, because and I know that that's been a topic that's been going around.
Really?
Skin bleaching? Yes.
People are paying attention. They're like, she was not that yellow last week.
Well, even though, I don't know if you've seen the Beyonce Pepsi ad.
Oh.
Yeah. They turned that Photoshop up.
Yeah,
Wow.
they did.
Exposure.
Yeah.
They did.
There was a bright flash in that room.
It was a very bright flash in that room.
That's hilarious.
She was glowing. She was glowing.
She was glowing.
The pregnancy is
The pregnancy glow. The
She had
pregnancy
a mother's
glow.
glow.
Now, do you guys have any more news that we need to share with our audience?
That is all.
All right. Well, Angel, where can your fans find you?
On the Young and the Restless in Genoa City. Twitter, Angel Conwell, ANGELL. Wait, hold on. That's my email. No, don't do that.
Do not email her.
ANGELL Conwell, CONWELL.
She's so mesmerized with us, she can't remember her
I
email.
am. I'm like, wow.
Jesse, what
At
about you?
DJ Jesse J.
And you, Nick.
You can find me all over the internet at the Nick Purdue.
And you can find me at Daryl Christian under my name on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to go and vote for the Buzz Meter question. Do you think that Lauryn Hill will actually serve jail time? We'll read those results next week. Be sure to tune in to The Young and the Restless to see Angel every day, all day long. We love her. See you guys soon.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Dario Christie, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network. If you have questions or comments, tweet us at BHL Online or email us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. For more exclusive content, visit blackhollywoodlive.com. This has been a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.